What is an Amazon FBA aggregator? You probably hear this term a lot lately. Who they are, why they are so popular lately, and why so many of them has been created, and the importance of you understanding how they operate for a future exit. Okay, so what is an Amazon FBA aggregator? Again, you probably hear this a lot more and more lately. In the last 2 years, they become very popular. A lot of these companies saw the success of the first aggregators that came into the market and decided to kind of copy what they do because it was a profitable business model. I will touch base later whether this is a good business model for them, in my opinion, or not. But what is an Amazon FBA aggregator? So it's basically a company that raises a lot of money to buy smaller businesses, and that's a known practice in the business world for years. It's not just on Amazon FBA. Usually, bigger companies they come and acquire smaller brands to create a more powerful company. So private equities, that's one of their tactics and business practices to grow, and that applies to Amazon FBA. So once this model of Amazon FBA grew or became popular, investors and private equities and those kind of companies started to pop out because it made sense for them as an opportunity to grow. Because established markets or established businesses usually don't see big growth, so they're always looking for new trends, new opportunities for them to grow and be bigger, have a good use of their money. So those aggregators, the first ones was kind of Terracio and these big guys that were starting to buy smaller businesses, the more small Amazon businesses from sellers like me and you guys, and they were able to grow them to bigger points, and they were able to do it through them having more resources. They had much more money to invest in inventory, in creating expert of teams that could specialize in PPC, external traffic, SEO, and things that regular sellers just can't do or compete with them. They have the disadvantages, and why I think that this business model is not that great for the long run. If you guys enjoy the content that I'm working very hard to provide and produce for you for free, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with any feedback or questions do you have, because I personally reply to every comment. And I will also appreciate your support by checking the links and the sponsors in the description below. That's the only way that we keep this channel alive. So let me share with you what is going on these days. So these days you have a lot of aggregators and you have a lot of articles and news and rumors that a lot of them are failing, a lot of them are struggling, and that's due to when you're a seller, I will touch about the problems that later, why I think it's wrong, but a lot of them struggle. So what will happen is that we'll see consolidations, means that the bigger aggregators or those that are successful will buy those that are struggling and those that are not doing that great. And that happens in every business model. Even on Amazon, as sellers, we know that not all sellers are successful. So out of 10 sellers that raise and got money to invest in new products or starting their business, maybe 2 or 3 will be actually successful. And the same kind of principle applies on Amazon, the 20/80. So I guess the 20% of the aggregators will actually succeed and flourish and see growth, and the rest of the 80% will not do that well. And that's just the rule of life, rule of business. And the bigger ones will just buy the smaller ones. Why I think this business model is problematic and why those 80% of aggregators are failing. I think it's problematic because um, when you are a small seller that is creating a brand, you know everything about the brand. You feel it. You know you work the extra hours, you take the extra mile, you do everything in your power to make this brand success. And when aggregators come in, they obviously have to create teams. Those teams don't have the care and the attention to details like you as the brand owner. And a lot of time, because they're lagging, they're like dragging their legs or doing things without too much attention or sense of urgency, that's lead them to poor results. And they just don't understand what is to run a brand. You as the brand owner know everything about the brand, and when they come in, it's very hard to get into the shoes of a seller, to know everything that he knows, why this change made this success in the listing, or why this happened and what's the reason for that. It's hard for them to really know for each specific brand. So when they buy a lot of brands, it's becoming very, very challenging. When they have one flaw in their supply chain forecasting, it applies to older brands. So it's kind of really not sustainable. And in my opinion, I think the best chance of those aggregators is to just build their own product line, their own systems to create new products based on the brands they acquired, or even starting brands from scratch, playing in the Amazon field, and just know everything and have the knowledge about every product, building their own system. That's what I think would be the future, that we will see more and more brands, aggregators doing that. How it can help you exit. So once you know all of these, it can help you understand that there is a big money out there, and that you should really be prepared to sell your business. There are a lot of players out there, and a lot of money that is again going kind of ready to be invested. So take this in mind when you build your business. Build it ready to be sold. And I'm gonna touch now and explain what are the things that you should do to prepare for a sale. And the most important thing is have an healthy margins and numbers. So aggregators, a lot of them, when you go out to market, they won't even look at your business if you're not meeting a specific threshold. So for example, if you're below 20% margin, it's not gonna come into them as even a deal to look at. So make sure that you have at least 20%, and I'm talking from experience. I will very soon share with you some hopefully news about my experience with aggregators. And this is something that you should really take in mind. So let's say you have your business and you're thinking about selling, and your margins are 10% right now. Take it in mind. Work on improving your margins. Spend less on PPC. We have a ton of videos about that specific topic, but try to make the picture look better. That means that you might want to launch less products, or get away or get rid of products that have low margins and profitability, to improve the overall picture, because it has a better chance for you to get more offers, and the more offers you get, the higher chance that you will sell. So we're talking about really in a numbers game, like everything in life. The more eyes that you have in front of your business, the more offers that you have, the higher chance that you will sell. It's simple math and statistics. So make sure that the margin, that's a very important thing. Make sure that you're ready as far as your books. Make sure that you're ready as far as how things are organized, that you have also certificates needed, all the compliance reports, that you're following compliance guidelines, that you kind of doing things in a compliance with TOS, that you have everything ready for a smooth sell, and that these things will really increase your chance to sell. Of course, there could be videos of hours just explaining how to prepare for sale. I'm just explaining you more of a concept and the logic. What is an FBA aggregator? What they're looking for? Why they operate? What is the future of them? And I hope that I kind of made things a little clearer and organized them in your head. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.